Hi, and welcome to the Savor Wine and Cheese virtual grand wine tasting. My name is Augusto Gabriel, and I work for MS Walker Brands. It's a division of MS Walker Distributor, and we are a national company. And I focus particularly on the promotion of wines of Portugal, which is what we have here today. We will be tasting a variety of wines from a few different regions of Portugal. Wines of Portugal are classified by the name of the region. That's what's focused about the wines of Portugal. From Vinho Verde, in the northern part of the country, the Douro Valley, we have two wines today, Beira Interior, a high altitude area, and the Dow region from a interior of the country area, very cool area there. Let's start with Fural Alvarinho. Fural Alvarinho is from the region called Vinho Verde, but it is also from a sub-region called Melgaço. And that is important because Melgaço is right below Spain in a region called Rias Baixas, where Alvarinho is from. So this is on the Portuguese side, a grape variety called Alvarinho. So essentially the same grape variety, but pronounced differently. And it is important to distinguish this sub-region because it's a little bit warmer than the rest of the Vinho Verde area. And because it's warmer, it gives the wine a lot more complexity. By norm, Vinho Verdes are very light, very crisp, and with a little bit of a spritz. In this case, it's none of that. It's got more complexity, doesn't have any spritz, but beautiful fruit aromas. It's got the minerality and the acidity that you want, but it finishes with a tropical fruit backdrop. Beautiful wine for the summer, absolutely no oak aging. Moving on to the Douro Valley, we have the Van Zellers, or what we call it for short, the VZ White. The Douro Valley is one of the oldest regions, wine regions in the world. It was established in 1756 and primarily for port wine. But in the 80s, in 1986, some agriculture and DOC laws changed and table wines come from there now. So now they're making some incredible wines, table wines from the Douro. Here, Vanzella, which is also one of the oldest families in the industry in the Douro Valley, makes this wine, this white wine, with a blend of four different grape varieties from the region, but primarily Vinhozinho Rabigato. The wine spends 9 months in French oak barrels, and it is very well balanced. It's got a very beautiful minerality, citrus, and acidity, but with the complexity of the oak aging that rounds it out. So many people compare it to Chablis because it is complex but with a lot of freshness. Moving on to the rosé, Beira Rosé, which is from a region also of the same name called Beira Interior. Beira Interior, it is at a very high altitude. This particular vineyard sits at about 2,500 feet above sea level. And because in the mountains, it's very, very hot days and very, very cool nights, which allows the grapes to recover at nighttime from the extreme heat during the day. This particular wine is made with a grape variety called Tinta Roriz, which is also known in Spain as Tempranillo. The wine is unoaked and it is very fresh, strawberry flavor to it. Incredible summer, easy drinking wine. Crowd pleaser for sure. Moving on to the Fonte do Ouro Reserva, it's from the Dow region in Portugal, a region that produces very elegant, well-balanced wines. That's what they're known for. It is located in a valley with three major mountains protecting it from different climates. One, Serra da Estrela, protecting from the continental climate. Another mountain protecting the Atlantic climate that comes in through the ocean. Because a cooler climate area, the grapes ripen a little slower and more evenly, and the grapes hang on a vine naturally a little longer. And the longer they hang on the vines, there are tannins, but the tannins are a little softer. The particular wine, the Reserva, ages for 12 months in French oak barrels. And And then we finish with the Van Zeller's Douro wine. Now we are talking about a very, very complex, over extracted, big, bold red wine, which is from the Douro Valley. This particular vineyard, it varies anywhere between 100 to 500 meters in altitude above sea level, but also has different sun exposures with south exposure and southwest exposure, knowing that southwest is usually the hottest exposure for this particular vines. This is a wine produced with over 30 different grape varieties, which is all planted together, what we call the field blend. So all the grapes coexist in the same vineyard. They are harvested by hand in a very steep slopes, pressed by foot, and it turns out to be a very unique wine. Something that's what you want, obviously, in a wine. It tastes where it comes from. All these wines do represent the region they come from very well. But obviously, the Douro Valley, if you like a big, robust wine, that is an option for you. If you like a more elegant, well-balanced red wine, the Fonte do Ouro is the option for you. I hope you enjoy the wines, and thank you very much, Savor Wine and Cheese, for the opportunity to present to you. Thank you.